Hey, what's up, people? Pizowell here, and today I want to talk to you guys about 1999's RINGU 2. Now, this is partially going to be a review of the movie, as well as a review of this Blu-ray release from Arrow Video, part of the RINGU Collection Blu-ray box set. Now, RINGU 2 is not the first sequel to the smash hit international phenomenon known as RINGU. When RINGU was first released, it was released simultaneously with the film Spiral, which was its original sequel. People flocked to the theaters to see RINGU. It became a smash hit, international phenomenon, and Spiral spiraled into obscurity. Now, I've not seen Spiral yet. It is included on this release, and I may get around to doing a review of it also. And I know that Spiral has its own fan base out there, but for the most part, it's not very well respected. And because it didn't do a lot of business in Japan or really anywhere else, they decided, let's give it another shot. Let's do another direct sequel to Ring, and RINGU 2 was born. Now, I'm not even going to attempt to tackle the plot of RINGU 2, because the plot of this film is just all over the place, and a lot of it honestly just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. RINGU 2 picks up shortly after the events of RINGU. We've got some characters from RINGU returning to RINGU 2. We've got some new characters getting wrapped up in the ring. The phenomena of the tape is now kind of more widely known. It's become a viral video. Pun. People know that to pass along the curse of the ring, if they watch the video, is to make a copy of the video and give it to somebody else and have them watch it, and it spreads kind of like a virus, and that's really about it. Because RINGU 2 really doesn't explore anything new or different that RINGU has already explored. As a matter of fact, RINGU pretty much treads the exact same paths as RINGU. And even though Hideo Nakata, the director of RINGU, returned to direct RINGU 2, it almost seems like he understood that either the screenplay was not entirely thought through, or maybe it was just overly thought through, because instead of telling a more straightforward, almost detective story mystery thriller, which was RINGU, he tries to do something a lot artsier with RINGU 2, and therefore a lot less straightforward and a lot more just kind of confusing. And that's not to say that the artier aspects of RINGU 2 don't work. Some of them do work, and some of them work quite well to create some really effective and eerie sequences in the film. However, there are just as many of those arty elements that just seem to be thrown in there to cover up the fact that there's just not a lot going on as far as the story is concerned. RINGU 2 is a well-made film. The cinematography is fantastic. The score is awesome. We've got a really great score in this film. I actually think the score for RINGU 2 is better than the score for RINGU. It's more atmospheric. It's eerier. It's just a lot creepier. RINGU 2 is a decent follow-up or a continuation of the Ring saga. However, RINGU 2 doesn't tread any new ground. There's no shocking revelations. It has its moments, but overall, again, it just felt like I was watching RINGU again, just in this case told a lot less coherently. RINGU 2 is a mixed bag for me. There are definitely a lot of things that I liked about the movie. There were definitely a lot of things that left me scratching my head about this movie. If you've not seen RINGU 2, I still recommend it. Kind of a lukewarm recommendation, but a recommendation nevertheless. This Blu-ray release from Arrow Video would be a great way to introduce yourself to the film. If you're a fan of RINGU 2, you definitely want to look into picking up this Blu-ray release from Arrow Video, part of their RINGU Collection Blu-ray box set, and add it to your collection. Now, I did a full standalone video exploring the complete Ringu collection Blu-ray box set. I'll post a link to that around here somewhere. I checked out the entire set. I looked at each individual release, the presentation, etc., etc. So for a more in-depth look at the presentation of this release, go check out that video. The back of the release doesn't note any kind of new restoration or elaborate transfer for Ringu 2. However, I thought the picture quality and the sound quality on this release were both very good. I would give them both 4 out of 5. Good picture quality and good sound quality on this release. As far as extras are concerned, as I mentioned, this release also includes the Lost Ringu sequel, Spiral. So you get 2 movies in one on this release. First up, we get The Psychology of Fear, a newly edited archival interview with Ring author Koji Suzuki. It's 25 minutes and 11 seconds in length. Mr. Suzuki discusses how, as a teacher, his students would ask him to tell them scary stories, and that's how he came to understand the power of scary stories. He discusses the film Ring based on his novel and how pleased he was with the film. He discusses his thoughts on the script for Ringu 2. He discusses his new work, Birthday, his inspirations, the creative input he had on the film adaptations of his novels, his favorite scene in Ring, and much more. We get the Ring 2 UK trailer, the Ring 2 Shikoku double bill trailer, and the Ring Spiral double bill trailer. This is a very nice release for Ring 2 from the folks over at Arrow Video, part of the Ringu collection Blu-ray box set. If you've not seen Ringu 2, I recommend it. Again, it's kind of a middle-of-the-road recommendation, but a recommendation nevertheless. This would be a great way to introduce yourself to Ringu 2. If you're a fan of Ringu 2 or of the entire Ringu saga, you definitely want to look into picking up this release along with the Ringu collection Blu-ray box set. I'll post a link to Arrow Video's website in the description. Go over and check them out. If you've seen Ringu 2, please let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments section below. Let me know which Ringu movie is your favorite Ringu movie in the Ringu saga down in the comments section below. Also, let me know your thoughts on Spiral if you've seen Spiral, the Lost Ringu sequel, down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Join the A Buck a Month Club and help support my channel on Patreon. Thank you to my current patrons, Kevin Smythe, B-Movie Mike, Robert Sobel, Turi Delamore, Stephen Flanagan, Lori Holt, Craig Farrand, Farron Sutton, Jeremiah Lambert, Grindhouse Grotto, Derek Jana, Demon Waffles, Simon Clark, Stone Gassman, Zachary Barton, Lorne Dixon, James Welch, Eli Geisler, Jeff Overing, Pete Toll, Kyle McGuire, Jay the Stingray, Andrew McDonald, Dave Barnes, Jonathan Lundy, Chris Gonzalez, The R-Rated Show, Fear Fuel, Jason Breitenbach, Brandon Bizdick, Steak Sauce, Mark Striano, Jeff Gardner, Travis Davis, The Obsoletionist, Chris Earls, Kevin Fitzpatrick, Randall Beatty, Joseph Hinkle, Hey Isn't That Devon Graham, and Christian Hannah Horror. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.